So I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now. I've had it on the back burner for some time. I just really want to clear out that stagnation. There's a lot of stuff I want to share with you. It's been a while. As some of you know, I went on hiatus for a little while. I basically have come to a point where I want to share with you my YouTube journey, why I started a channel, what challenges I faced while I was putting myself out there, how it challenged me as a person, how it affected my social life, and why I took that hiatus. So I just want to walk you through that whole trajectory. Yeah, I made a few notes so I'm not wandering aimlessly. That's one of the things I learned about having a YouTube channel is you have to make notes. Why I started a YouTube channel. I started a YouTube channel because I wanted to figure out what my voice was like if I wasn't relating to other people. When I'm relating to another person, I notice that there's this chameleon aspect of me who tries to meet other people at their level all the time. I always felt like I was being pulled around by other people's energies, and my energy was dictated by other people's energies. And at that time of my life, I didn't really have that under control. I wasn't really grounded within myself enough to be able to hold myself up. So I was feeling really challenged by the question, who am I if I'm not in relation to another? And it was big. It was plaguing me. It was plaguing me for a long time. I wanted to do this for years before I actually did it. It took me a while, but I finally did it, and I even hid my first video for a long time because I was embarrassed about it. I unhid it about a year ago, so if you're interested in digging down and seeing what my first video was, you can see me just grappling with the resistance that I was facing before starting it. And it feels like a pretty vulnerable and yet very important video for me because it helped me step into myself in ways I really couldn't have imagined. So what it did is it got me in the practice of video blogging. A lot of the video blogs that I record, I don't share with you. I do it so that I can unpack ideas and get clear on processes and things that I'm moving through. In recording those videos, I have the opportunity to play it back, listen to myself. Sometimes I'm moving through something tough and it's emotional and I'm listening to myself express from that perspective. It allowed me to connect with myself like a friend. It allowed me to listen to myself like a friend because I'm not talking to you specifically. I don't know who you are. I'm talking to you as though you're me. This is how I found my voice. When I started the channel, I gave myself permission to not worry about editing. I was able to put a magnifying glass over top of all the ways that I crush my own message. I was challenged by my own reflection in that I was able to see how I diminish the importance of what I'm trying to say. I had to keep showing up for myself and seeing that. At the same time, I also wanted to give myself permission to just be without editing. If you look back in the history of my videos, that the first chunk of videos, I wasn't editing at all. It was just free stream rambling, full on, just blah, 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 long videos and lots of ums and ahs and lots of comments about my ums and ahs. In experiencing that freedom and allowing myself to be completely out there and completely unfiltered, uncensored, unedited, and in receiving the feedback from those who are starting to see me and notice that I exist out there and who are giving me feedback about my way of communicating, I developed a softness with myself as people started to come at me with their criticism. I started to see that was their own inner critic criticizing me, but they're criticizing themselves through this dialogue. And I started to see the real inception quality of that, which got really trippy and really cool. And what I found when I was able to interact with people who were providing this criticism or this feedback was that I was able to dialogue with those parts of me who were also saying that. And if I'm going to receive that from myself, if I don't want to perpetuate that level of self-harm and aggression, what am I going to do to receive that kind of information? Well, I'm going to do it in a way that sees that that's coming from a hurt place and that that's not mine even. I don't even need to identify with that. All of the comments that I ever get on here are so valuable to me. Whether it's hard, whether it's really easy, whether it's an expression of love or appreciation, whether it's an expression of anger, whatever it is, I want to be there knowing that I'm also healing myself, also contributing to healing the collective. And I know that sounds grandiose, but it's true, because I'm putting myself out there. I'm sharing this dialogue with you, and there are way more people out there that are seeing these videos than I realize. I want to be conscious of the kind of impact I want to have on the world and what kind of message I want to share. I don't want to be fluffy with the content. I want to be real. And this has been super valuable for me. Having this YouTube channel has been one of the best things I've ever done for myself. My channel reached a point where it was starting to get recognized, and I think where that came from was when I started to share my experiences with psychedelics, and specifically my experiences with DMT. And I'm assuming a lot of you know me through that portal, that gateway. And I started to put a lot of videos out there because I had 1 year where every few months I was doing a DMT journey and sharing them here. And I got a lot of value out of that. It was me in my vulnerability, and that death trip video to this day attracts the most negativity out of all the videos that I've ever shared. And I refuse to delete it. I will not remove it. It is part of my experience. What comes back at me with the comments is all part of it too. What's weird about the DMT videos is that, yes, they brought in a lot of views and a lot of people started to see me and see who I am, but I started to feel really boxed in by the niche that was being created around me. I wanted to create a container where all of my parts could exist, and where it didn't need to be a niche of just purely psychedelic videos. I want to share also how it's impacted my social life. I remember sharing with one of my friends my channel, and he was a little bit shocked. He was shocked because he said to me, "Hey, I'll be honest, I thought this level of candidness that you exhibit was unique to our friendship. And yet now here I am seeing all of these videos that you put out there, and I'm seeing that you're just like this." And he seemed a bit sad by that. For the most part, my friends were all really supportive though, and he's actually also really supportive of it as well. The channel actually led to having a lot of contact with a lot of you, and I opened up my Facebook for a period of time where I was just accepting ads from everybody. I just let anybody in. I made my Facebook profile public for a while. And that was cool, but then it ended up feeling sort of like I really was losing connection with my real network of people that I'm actually physically close to. And I decided to start deleting people, just cleansing my friends list. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of people on there that I didn't know, who seemed to know me and who had access to me. There was like a boundary concern there for me, in trying to figure out how transparent I wanted to be and how much of myself I wanted to give away. I deleted a whole bunch of people from Facebook, and I had a bit of a backlash from some people who were upset about it. I'm sorry about that if I deleted you, but it's something I needed to do for myself. I needed to take care of myself and feeling a sense of safeness in what it is I'm sharing within certain platforms. It was a boundary checkpoint for me, and I feel good about that. Actually also ended up meeting a partner through my YouTube channel. That was one of the more significant relationships that I've had. It was very deeply mirroring and deeply spiritual and challenging, because it was a long distance relationship for a while, and took some time off of the YouTube channel because he was actually not comfortable with me sharing myself this candidly with the world. I took a big long break because of that, because I wanted him to feel okay and I wanted him to feel comfortable in our relationship. Felt like this channel was really important, and I still feel that way, by the way, which is why I came back. I grew so much from it. I have not grown that quickly and that profoundly ever. I had the biggest growth spurt of my life over the course of this last year, and I've been on a trajectory of self-improvement like you would not imagine. I've been taking authentic relating courses, compassionate communication courses, life coaching, and NLP. I've been studying all of these things, and I've been finding that I really want to grow my channel in a different direction. I want to share with you a really big thing, and I'm going to be unpacking a whole bunch of videos. I've got so much I want to talk to you all about that there's a bit of stagnation in the pipeline as far as what I want to get out. This is one of the first ones, though. Pretty big story brewing ahead of me, and I'm working towards some pretty big goals. I want to include you all on that journey as well. Feeling really excited about being back. I'm feeling really excited about taking this new perspective of this channel too, and what that's going to look like. I also want to just acknowledge that in the past I have said that there were intentions to make certain videos, and then I never actually followed up in some of those videos, and I was just overwhelmed. Honestly, I felt super overwhelmed by all the promises I was making to unpack certain ideas. Throughout the whole channel, I've been dealing with this resistance. Okay, so every time I want to make a video, there's a part of me who holds me back, who doesn't want me to put anything out there, who doesn't want me to grow or expand myself, and I have to push through that to just get out here and share this with you. So I just want you to know, every time I share a video, I'm literally puncturing through this freaking membrane that is trying to block me from growing into a higher expression of myself. What you see is the final end product. You see what happens after all the edits took place. You don't see the missed attempts. You don't see the videos that didn't happen. You don't see the dialogue I have with myself in the editing process or in the notes that I'm taking beforehand. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of work that goes into making these happen. So I just want you all to know that. I'm doing it so that I can grow, and I'm doing it so I can share it with you, and I'm doing it to hopefully inspire you all to grow too, and inspire you all to nurture these relationships with yourselves. That's it. That's all I've got for now. I think I've said everything I needed to say. I will keep you all in the loop. My intention is to make a few more videos in the coming weeks. I'm not going to say what they are yet, but I'm really excited about them, and yeah, so if you're curious and interested, stay tuned. Thank you all for your time and attention, and I will see you on the other side. Okay? Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.